Alrighty guys, this video here is to show you the first steps to make our tabletop cornhole project. So here's an example Mr. Singer and I have made. Hopefully your final product will look something like this or even better. So our first step though is we're going to need to use the table saw. Set these over here. Before we even start with the table saw, we have to remember a couple things. One, safety is always first. Put your safety glasses on. Any jewelry needs to come off. If I can get my ring off, there we go. Put it off to the side, my watch. All right, so now we're ready to cut. So in our packets on the third page, we have a diagram that shows us each piece of our tabletop cornhole set. Okay, so right now we're going to be cutting 2 of the tabletops, all right, out of 1/8" plywood right here. So these sheets are 12 inches by 12 inches in length, okay? So our first cut is going to be 7 inches in, all right? When I cut that 7 inches, I'm going to have a big chunk left over right here. We do not want to throw that out. We're going to use that for another, someone else's project, because that can be another whole entire top. All right, so I'm going to load my wood in from left to right, and on the sled here, there is a ruler, okay? So that ruler, it just says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way up to 10, and it's also by 1/2 inches, all right? So again, we want our board to be 7 inches wide. So I'm gonna line that up with a 7-inch line right there. And when I'm cutting with the table saw, to remind you, my fingers go on the wood just like this. My thumbs are on the other side of the wood. We do not want to push using this red stopper because this is where the blade goes into. That would not be good. All right, so once you are ready, you can turn the machine on. And we are going to cut. Bring it back, turn the machine off, wait for the blade to stop, and then pull out your wood. So this piece of wood here is scrap wood, but it's big enough for another project. This piece of wood right here, we are going to cut to 5 inches. So we have a 5 by 7 inch piece of wood. So again, we're using our ruler that's on here, clear off any extra pieces. We're gonna go to the 5-inch mark line. All right, I'm gonna line it up and I'm gonna make 2 of these cuts. All right, again, here we go. Here's one board top that we're gonna use. And we're gonna do one more cut. Get that blade to fully stop. All right, now I'm gonna slide it down to the next 5-inch mark line, turn it on, make our last cut. And back. And now we have our 2 tabletop cornhole boards. So important thing is you put your name on one side of each of these and make sure it's nice and big so they don't disappear. And the next step is you're going to put them in the laser engravers and we're going to engrave the Fox River Falcon logo onto each of these. We might stain first, it's really up to you, but that it will be our next step.